This one, let me zoom in on this a little bit. And let me close that. All right, so let me see. Oh, okay, I guess it's the biggest gonna go. All right, so the Department of Commerce will release October's Personal Consumption Expenditure Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure. The report measures changes in the price of goods and services, excluding food and energy, always excluding food and energy. So let's check that out. Let's go here. Let's go to personal. I just gotta say, I love using the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data because we just find all the stuff that we need, and I'm probably just gonna leave it as it is on Google. I got a bill from Google, right? I got a charge. It was just a penny. So I'm like, you know what? The I'm gonna find a way to secure the database somehow, but just using it on Google as it is, like I'm not, I don't really need it to be for anyone's to use and stuff like that. It's just for us, right? So I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I figure it out. Anyways, let's continue on with the show. So the Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, it comes from the Department of Commerce. The Department of Commerce's Personal Consumption Price Index, the PCE, is a way to measure how much prices are going up or down for things people buy, like food, clothes, and gas. Think of it as the price thermometer for the economy that tells us if things are getting more expensive over time, which we call inflation. Here's how it works. Tracking spending on goods and services. The Department of Commerce collects data on prices of hundreds of items that people commonly buy, including both goods, things like groceries and clothes, and services like haircuts and doctor's visits. They look at how much people actually spend on these things. Like we've spoken before, people spending like $40 to $50 a week on a haircut. I remember back in the days when I was a kid, for children to get a haircut, it was like $7. For adults, it was like $10, $12 the most. You might give a $2 tip. But now haircuts are like what, $30, $40, $50? Jesus Christ. Bruh. I don't know. Every time I see haircuts, I start thinking about the back in the days, all right? They look at how much people actually spend on these things. Watching prices change. Every month, they see if the prices of these items are going up or down or staying the same. If the prices are rising, that means the cost of living is getting more expensive, which can make it harder for people to buy things they need. If prices are dropping, things are getting a bit cheaper. The core PCE index, sometimes they also look at special versions called the core PCE that leaves out prices of food and gas. But why the hell do they do that? Because food and gas prices can jump up and down a lot, get up and get down, jump around, making it harder to see the general trends. The core PCE gives a steadier look at price changes for other items, right? The government uses the PCE Price Index to help understand if prices are increasing too quickly. If prices rise too fast, people might be struggling to afford their regular purchases like eggs, and spaghetti, pasta, whatever. So the government and Federal Reserve, the nation's bank, can use this information to make decisions to help keep prices stable. So let's see an example from a hairstylist, how this would affect the hairstylist, all right? It says for hairstylists, the personal consumption expenditure, and let me open this up so you can, oh, come on. All right, whatever. It is what it is, right? So for hairstylists, the personal consumption expenditure price index can be important because it gives clues about spending habits. If the index shows that prices are going up, meaning inflation is high, it could affect the hairstylist business in a few ways. So they might get fewer appointments. When prices are rising, people may spend more on essentials like groceries or rent. They might cut back on non-essential expenses like salon visits. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? Do you think that the ladies would ever cut back on their salon visits, or would they cut back on groceries instead? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Because they might consider getting their hair did as an essential. I don't know. See, I know for me, like I can go, like sometimes I might be able to go, even when I might go for a couple of weeks without a haircut, even when I want to do it like on a regular basis. But you might be so busy. But I know, like I've never seen the hair salons not packed. And they'll go in there and they'll sit in there for like 4 to 5 hours, and they're just, getting like they're under the dryer and, doing whatever it is that they do. So I just wonder, like, is the salon visits an essential? I don't know. You guys let me know, right? If a hairstylist knows this is happening, they could offer special discounts or package deals to encourage clients to keep coming in, even if money is tight. Higher production costs. If prices for supplies like shampoo, hair dyes, and styling products, do not forget all the imported hair from other countries. All right, let's not forget that. All right, are also rising. The stylists might need to increase prices slightly to cover these extra costs. They're gonna be like, "Why you always gotta increase your prices? Why? Like, you're too expensive." But they still gonna pay though. They still gonna pay, right? The PCE can help them predict when prices might continue to go up, so they can plan and communicate changes with the client. So if you say, "Hey, I checked the PCE," right? Or if you're in the hair salon and you tune in on Saturday morning to this show, you can know where things are going. So you can let your clients know on the spot. Hey, in the next 3 months, I am going to like Tech Coach Ralph was reviewing the PCE and the prices are going up. The price of the brick is going up. So your prices are going to be going up. So start saving, start working some overtime now so that you can pay me my money. All right. Pay me my money. All right. So, it says, all right. So, and then lastly, adjusting services to meet demand. If clients are looking to save money, a stylist might start offering more budget-friendly options like quick trims or basic styles instead of full coloring treatment. This allows clients to still get some services even if they can't afford the more expensive ones. So the PC helps the stylist make smart choices about pricing, promotion, and services to adapt to clients' needs when prices are rising and money might be tight. All right. So that, my friends, is what the PCE is, with an example on how the PCE could help, or, not necessarily hurt, but how it can benefit the hairstylist to know the details about the PCE. All right. With that being said, we're going to jump over to the PCE now. So October, let me see, where are we at? The current release from November would be giving us October. So it is personal incomes. It was released on November 27th. Personal income increased $147.4 billion. According to an estimate released today by the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis. Disposable personal income, which is personal income minus personal current taxes, increased $144.1 billion, and personal consumption expenditure increased $72.3 billion. The PCE Price Index increased 0.2% in October. Excluding food and energy, the core PCE Price Index increased 0.3%. Real personal disposable income increased 0.4%, and real personal consumption, PCE, increased 0.1%. Goods increased less than 0.1%, and services increased 0.2%. So services got more expensive, but both of them got a little bit more, but not as much for the goods as it was for the services. All right. Let me see. Anything else in here? The increase in the current dollar personal income in October primarily reflected increases in compensation, personal income receipts on assets, and personal current transfer receipts. The $72.3 billion increase in current dollar PCE in October reflected an increase of $74.7 billion in spending for services and a decrease of $2.3 billion in spending for goods. Within services, the largest contributors for the increase were healthcare, led by hospitals and housing. Within goods, the largest contributor to the decrease was spending for gasoline and other energies goods, led by gasoline and motor fuel. Detailed information. All right, we've got that. Personal outlays. The sum of PCE personal interest payments and personal current transfer payments increased $69.8 billion in October. Personal savings was $962.7 billion in October, and personal savings rate. The personal savings as a percentage of disposable personal income was 4.4%. The preceding month PCE price index for October increased 0.2%. Very minimal changes, to be honest. The same month 1 year ago, PCE price index for October increased 2.3%. Price for goods decreased 1%, and prices for services increased 3.9%. All right, let me see. Anything else in here? I think that's it. All right, so that's it. That is it for the PCE. So it didn't really move too much. So as that hair, so if you're listening to this in the salon, you're listening to with all your clients, I don't think from what we're seeing right now that your prices of goods, so your prices for hair, the hair dyes, all that stuff, they might not be going up really much. However, your hairstylist might start charging you more. So keep that in mind, right? It is possible they might start charging you more. So just letting you know now, right? Let's go back to full screen and let's take a look at the chat before we go on to our next one.
It's Tech Coach Ralph TV. Yeah. Men lying, women lying, numbers manipulate. Don't matter what no one say, I throw the stats away. No need for calculators, we already greater. No need to validate us. It's Tech Coach Ralph TV. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting galaxies from their hands, it's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop the yawning. But I get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Men lie, women lie. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Men lie, women lie. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting galaxies from their hands, it's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting galaxies from their hands, it's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Number manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate.